Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Blood on the Grand Strand, a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. This is Epilogue 4, A Shot in the Dark. Let's meet our dark vampires, starting with the Primogen.
Good evening, I'm Chris, the Primogen, and I'm playing Anthony Tulip.
And Harry.
Hello, I'm Harry, the Slippery Cat, and I am playing Galen Somnus.
We're going to start our epilogue with Galen. A few nights has passed since that party hosted by the Camarilla, where the self-proclaimed king of the Carolinas became a head shorter. You've spent these nights at your clinic, which has turned into a halfway house for Thin Bloods. And you've received an invitation this evening to go visit Victoria. She has found a place that she's calling her new domain, or her new haven. She wants you to go visit there. You don't know the area, but she gave you an address. And as you exit out of your clinic to leaving the rambunctious Thin Bloods behind, and wondering what you're going to do about them, you see someone is waiting in the parking lot. It is a tall, dirty man, wearing all leather, leaning on a Harley-Davidson lowrider. It's George, the Baron of Tallahassee that you met just a few nights ago. Hey, Doc. How you doing this evening?
It's good to see you, George. I'm doing well. I have a meeting to attend.
I wanted to give you this. And out of his pocket, he pulls out a card. It's a business card. And on it you read the name of a biker bar called Suck Bang Blow. Just bought it, because I'm going to be sticking around for a little while, so figured I should have a place of my own here. Should come by sometime.
It would be my pleasure.
Before you run off to whatever meeting you're going to, can I have a word with you?
Absolutely.
As you probably may have noticed, or I don't know, maybe haven't, some of us from down south have moved into this area. Like I told you at the party, we're looking to bolster the movement. And by bolster the movement, I mean war.
Of course.
We are not super pleased with how Victoria wants to handle this conflict. She seems to want to do it diplomatically, democratically. She's afraid of Justicars. She's afraid of the Camarilla. That's no kind of general for the movement.
This is a war. To fear the Camarilla, I would say for a general is a good thing. We should understand what our enemies are capable of and act accordingly. If we behave like they're not a real threat, then we risk overextending and being destroyed. I think that Victoria's caution, while you may find it cowardly, is pragmatic and necessary in this type of conflict.
Let me put it more simply to you, Doc. Out of all of the new kindred, the new licks that have shown up on these shores, I'm the least ready to go to war.
What do you mean?
I'm cool with taking my time. Been around the block a few times. I know when to strike and when not to. Some of them, well, they want to attack now. They want to attack with fire and fury and burn it all down. I can't control them. And some of them are talking about Victoria and taking her down too. They call her a Cammy sympathizer.
Perhaps we can dissuade them, but that is concerning.
If you want to try to dissuade them, I support that. I'll back you on that. But if you see Victoria, maybe let her know and see if you can't encourage her to be a little bit less pragmatic and a little bit more offensive towards the Ivory Tower. Just some friendly advice.
I'll do what I can.
And like I said, you said you were apolitical. An elder is strong, powerful, something to fear. They can't hold up against a dozen licks. Not by themselves.
Of course.
See you at my bar. Yeah? Come by.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Gets on his motorcycle, drives off. What kind of car does Galen drive?
Like a Toyota Prius. It's nothing
God.
fancy.
Yep.
Yeah. It goes 0 to 60 in theory.
In theory, and you probably get a few weird looks driving a Prius in South Carolina. Probably get some mockery, some chortling from people who pass by in their big pickup trucks and their SUVs.
Oh, that's okay.
The location that you drive to, it's in Myrtle Beach proper. It's not anywhere out in the sticks, which is more where your clinic is. It's an old conservatory. You don't think you lived here when it was still open. It's mostly made out of glass and brick. A lot of the pieces of glass have shattered or are very dirty. But there is a light on inside when you pull into the parking lot. Do you enter?
If this is the place, then yes.
And as you walk inside, you're surrounded by, unfortunately, dead flowers. Dead plants, dead what was once green and beautiful and full of life. It's cold and dead. Something else that's cold and dead is Victoria. And she's in the middle of the room, of this circular room. And she's wearing a beautiful blue dress, the color of the ocean at night. And she's woven seashells into her hair. When she hears you open the door, she turns around and steps aside. And you see she's standing next to a small table. And on the table is one of those virtual assistant devices. And she says, "Buenas noches, cariño. You have found the place.
Yes.
Come, see what I bought." And she seems very proud of this piece of rather common electronic.
Good for her, honestly. Yeah. I'll take a look at it. Do you have it hooked up to anything?
No, there's no electricity not here yet.
So, why do you have the virtual assistant?
It is for you. I know yours was broken.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot.
Of course.
We have something to talk about, though.
But first, what do you think of this place?
I think it's certainly... It has an ambiance about it. Maybe work on the flowers. I guess them being dead is appropriate.
She grabs hold of your hand and almost excitedly drags you over to one small part of one of the planter boxes, where the only living flowers are. It's a patch of white orchids.
Beautiful.
These are from where I'm from Cuba. We have something to talk about.
Yes. The Baron of Tallahassee has been in contact with me recently, and
See?
there is a small issue. Some of the... he himself is willing to bide his time and be more strategic, but there are elements within this newly formed anarch resistance that's come up from the south that wants blood. They think you're being too slow, too methodical. Some accuse you of having Camarilla sympathies. And I've been informed that there is talk of getting you out of the way. As much as I do understand and appreciate your approach, I think it would be wise to perhaps indulge the more foolhardy and reckless elements of our movement. If they want to die like morons, they can.
The problem with youth is that they cannot see past their own nose. They cannot see the bigger picture. They cannot foresee the consequences. Yes, we could take the fight to this new prince, Prince Dean, or Prince Preston, I do not know how he prefers. We could throw Molotov cocktails into windows and stake vampires in their havens. We could do these things. But the consequences are the Inquisition, the Justicars.
I agree with you, but these licks don't. They're so stupid. Here's the issue. I don't want you to get hurt. I know you're powerful. I've seen what you can do. At the end of the day, though, there's a lot more of them than there are of you. And
this is true, yes.
I don't want to see you get hurt.
Yes.
If these guys want to throw their lives away, I say let them.
Unfortunately, Carino, it may not matter. At the party, I exchanged a boon with, do you remember the Madame Duran?
I do.
Tzimitzi. I exchanged a boon with her, and we have fought before. She is the only kindred to have put me into torpor. I put her into torpor as well. It was a fair match. And she has requested a rematch. We are contemporaries. We have similar abilities. If that happens again, you cannot save me. Your blood is not old enough to save me. Only time will. And if I lose, then it will not matter. And if I lose, Galen, it is up to you to handle this new movement. The Bruja, the Baron of Tallahassee, he may not want to go to war tonight, but he wants to go to war. The tempering... No, go, you say.
I think you underestimate my willingness to engage in this conflict. I'm ready.
What are you ready for, Gillen?
Whatever the night may bring, whatever the Camarilla will bring against us, I'm confident that we have the infrastructure in place. We have the loyal followers. I think we can do it.
When I first met you, Galen, I believed that I cared for you. I saw you with my father's alligators, the way you handled them, the way you handle animals. It reminded me of my first love when I was still mortal. But he was like you in so many ways. He wanted to go to war. Of course, this was mortal war. This was between the British and the Spanish. He chose the Spanish, and he was destroyed in Florida. I think that is why I think I saw it in you, the spark, this willingness to fight for what you believe is right. And I tried for so many years to change you. I do not want to do that anymore. If you want to fight, Galen, if you want to lead this movement, then I will support you until the end, through fire and brimstone.
Thank you. Promise me you'll be careful with this rematch. I mean, I know you will, but Jesus, why would you?
I was very different before you were a vampire. I loved war and bloodshed. I changed after the Sabbath War. It was too much blood, too much suffering. But there is a part of me that wants to show this fiend that she will not win. I do not know if you can understand that.
I think I can. Although I am curious to know how you plan on doing this.
Defeating her.
But how? You're so equally matched. Last time it resulted in...
I use my claws. She uses her sword. We do not use the abilities on each other. Perhaps she will request that I use a sword as well. I can use a sword. I grew up. The guns were a novelty, something new when I was alive.
I wish you luck then.
Thank you, Carino. And at that moment, Galen, you get a phone call. Do you answer it?
Hello?
You're muted, Chris. By the way.
Galen, where are you?
I'm with Victoria. What's up?
Where are you? Your hospital? I mean, your clinic?
No. Here, I'll send you my location.
Hey, I need your help.
Okay.
I need your help.
You want me to come to you, or are you coming to me?
I'm coming to pick you up.
Okay, got it. Victoria, it's been wonderful to see you as always. It seems a friend of mine is in need of some help. Please, for my sake, be careful.
I will. And you know where I'll be if you need my help.
Of course.
She kisses you. Buenas noches.
I'll see you later.
Anthony, you arrive, and as Galen exits out of the conservatory.
Get in the car. I'll explain on the way.
All right. I'll get in.
All right.
Enter into the passenger side of Anthony's bright cobalt blue Ford F-150.
Okay. I'm for once not driving carefully. Heading to
Is
the
everything all right, Anthony?
There's my contact, Stella, at the police. She's been wounded. Not sure if she's gonna be fine. I need your help patching her up.
Absolutely. I don't have my equipment on me, but I can pull some stuff together. If you have a first aid kit in the car, I can.
I do.
Perfect.
And if you need me to mend any wounds, I should be able to do it with my...
Yes.
Yes.
And as you drive, Anthony, of course, the location that Marcus gave you is a location you're quite familiar with. In fact, it is one of Hunter's many secreted, squirreled away locations that he spends his day sleep in for the reasons of his clan bane. It is that gas station with the bunker inside.
You're kidding me.
In Longs. Another place in the middle of nowhere.
Why there, of all places? I'm thinking as we're driving there. Were they... When they talked to me, there wasn't any gunfighting or anything going on, right? I'm asking you right now, storyteller.
No.
Okay, that's good.
And as you drive away from the Grand Strand, away from the beach into the boondocks, the outskirts, you pull into that abandoned gas station, abandoned since the 80s, at least. You know Hunter owns it, owns the land, but does nothing to maintain it. And as you pull in, the first thing you see is 3 bodies lying on the ground.
Bitch.
Shit.
2 of them appear to be police officers. One of them you think is Kindred. He's been staked.
Shit.
Do I recognize him?
You do not. But you know, you can stop to examine these bodies, but Anthony, you know the way to the bunker. of this gas
I
station.
have a tarp in the back of my truck. Let's just dump this body in not raise any questions.
Yeah.
Take the Kindred with us. And then I'm gonna rush into the station.
So you go into the gas station. Of course, you open that broom closet door, and down the stairs there leads to the bunker. But the door is closed at the end of the stairs.
I knock on the door.
Who is it?
Is it Marcus?
Yes.
It's Anthony.
Takes a moment. Galen, are you there as well?
Yes, I'll be right behind.
And as he opens the door, of course you see him. It's Marcus. He looks 20, 25 years older than the last time you saw him. He's still handsome, still fit and well put together, but he has a deep 5 o'clock shadow, and his hair is mussed, and he's dirty, and he has got some bullet wounds in his arm. But of course, as soon as he sees the both of you, he slams the door in your face. I know what you are. Get away from me.
Oh my god.
Marcus, whatever we are, I swear we're not here to hurt you. Stella's a friend of mine. Any friend of hers is mine. I'm gonna patch you up, we'll leave you be.
You're going to have to make a charisma and persuasion roll.
Oh boy.
Galen, of course, you remember meeting Marcus now that you've seen him again. The FBI agent who was in the church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's capable of if he puts his mind to it. His connection with Anthony, you don't know.
Do I need line of sight or physical contact to soothe his mind?
That is an obfuscate power, I believe. Or is that a... No, that's... Is
Double
Obeah
check.
an obfuscate power or a presence power?
I think it's obfuscate. I don't
think it's
know. Or
obfuscate
is it
too.
dominate? Yeah, no, it's obfuscate.
Mm.
No, it's not. Wait, it's auspex.
Ah. I would say if Anthony could get him to open the door again, perhaps.
I rolled a 1 success. That's not exactly my forte, so...
Perhaps Galen should give it a try. As a doctor. I'm not opening this door. I know exactly what you fuckers are. Abominations, monsters. Get the fuck out of here.
I can see you're wounded. I can help. I'm not here to hurt you. Look, if we wanted you dead, you'd be dead already.
Charisma and persuasion, Galen. I know what you are. I remember you. I saw you in the church.
Yeah.
How would you know me? I wasn't even...
He did not get to see you.
But he saw the doctor.
But he saw the doctor. 2 successes
That
is a
roll
little
okay?
bit better. You actually a doctor? Can you actually help her?
A veterinarian, but for the most part, the skills overlap.
You hear the door swing open. Marcus leaps back like a cat. Do it and get out. He holds
Marcus.
the Polaroid up, as if preparing himself to make you flee in terror like he did a few nights ago.
This is not necessary.
I'll decide what's necessary. Fix her or don't. Either way, get out.
If I'm going to fix her, there needs to be some level of mutual trust. I'm going to get to work, but you need to chill out.
Do you go
I'm
over
trying not to...
to Stella, or do you attempt to use Obeah?
I'm going to go over to Stella. I'm going to try to keep this good faith. Because if the Obeah goes wrong, then that's a problem. So I'm just going to go over and see what I can do.
You go over to Stella. She's unmoving.
What kind of wounds am I looking at?
I need a wit's medicine. She's crumpled in the corner. He's taken off her jacket. He's attempted to make a pillow for her, but you see blood pooling from underneath her.
That's bad.
Anthony, what are you doing?
Nothing right now. I'm doing nothing.
I can't see how many successes that was.
You got a messy critical.
That is a messy critical.
Ah, crap.
As you look at her, you see that she is gravely injured. She's taken several gunshots to the stomach and has lacerations around her shoulders and her head. And I need you to increase your hunger by 2.
Oh.
Which you should be at 1 hunger this evening.
Mm-hmm.
But that should bring you to 3 hunger.
All right.
Your fangs descend. And her blood smells delicious.
Can you fix her?
With that amount of successes, Galen, she will not make it. She is dying rapidly. And you know the only way to save her.
Her aorta's been hit. She has a few minutes at most.
Who did this to her?
She broke me out of interrogation room all the way up in North Carolina. Fucking mafia monsters, all of you. She got me out. They chased after us. They hit her good. This is as far as we got until I saw her pass out.
Agent, Unfortunately, we don't have much time to think about this or discuss it, but I can save her.
Then do it.
Unfortunately, it would require her to become like us.
He immediately raises that Hutka Red Hawk, points it at your head.
Jesus Christ.
I will kill you where you stand.
You want her to live or not?
That's not living. Turning her into a monster, into a demon, that's not living.
It's not dying. We're not demons.
Yeah?
What
Want me to show you exactly what happens?
You want me to show you? And with that, I'm going to hit him with Obeah.
Mm-hmm. Please make that roll.
Not bad.
That is not bad at all. He still looks angry. His eyebrows furrow, but his shoulders relax. He takes a deep inhale of breath.
It's all right.
Don't. She can't consent.
No.
Doctor, what if I gave her what if we Google her? Is that enough?
She is too far gone for that to take effect.
Yeah. She has
moments.
Yeah. Would she want this?
Do I know if she would want this? If she would be all right with it?
You know quite a bit about Stella. You know that she agreed to help you because her mother is terminally ill, and you have given her money so that she can afford her treatments. She has no children that you're aware of. She's unmarried. She's dedicated to the job.
I can't do that.
There are people relying on her.
No.
No? Why?
You know why, Galen.
The decision must be made, and it must be made quickly. You both have free will. You both have the ability. Either you do something now, or she will perish.
I'll do it, and do it.
All right. I'll clear the way.
You lean down.
I drain the last of her blood.
Gives
as
you
quickly
no
as possible.
It gives you no sustenance.
Doesn't matter. And I'll cut the palm of my hand.
With your fangs?
Yes.
You dribble, you will the vitae to the surface,
Yes.
pour it into her mouth.
I'm sorry, Stella.
Galen, you watch Marcus. He looks disgusted. He looks like he's going to throw up. And then he does. All over the floor.
I'll go to comfort him, even though I know that's probably going to result in him either punching me or shooting me.
As you approach him, even while he's vomiting, he raises the gun at you to keep you at a distance.
Jesus Christ, Marcus.
Marcus, don't.
I'm not here to hurt you.
And
Don't
that's
do it,
when
Marcus.
Stella stirs.
Galen, get one of the bodies outside.
Mr. Tulip?
Got it. I'll grab one of the bodies.
Stella, I'm sorry.
What's happened to me?
I'll explain.
I'm so cold.
God.
And we will find out what happens to Marcus and what happens to Stella. Maybe. Next season. Thank you everyone for watching.